All right, my friends, welcome back to another video. Welcome to episode number 5 of my journey to my very first sub-60-second 400-meter sprint at 34 years of age. What this channel is about is proving to myself, first and foremost, and hopefully motivating or inspiring other people out there that choose to watch these videos, that may come across them for whatever reason, whatever age, wherever you are in life. You may not want to physically push yourself like I do, but you may want to push yourself and prove that age is just a number in a different format, in a different genre. This YouTube channel is not going to be just fitness related. I don't know where it's going to end, I don't know where it's going to go, but all I do know is that my first goal, my first tangible goal, is to do something that I feel is out of reach, but if I put in the work, may actually be achievable. And that is a sub-60-second 400 meter. So I'm here tonight, it's Friday, it's the same day of the last video. I went down to the track this morning at 6 a.m. It was something I've never done before, to be fair. I did make mention in that video, the last time I had been up at anything like 5:30 or 6 o'clock to go and train was when I was in my high school basketball team. And that was a really inspiring, motivating time of my life because I was surrounded by other people who were, there for a common goal, which was to get better and to train and to build this connection that allowed us to go undefeated throughout the whole entire season. We made it to nationals, which is something that a Christchurch-based co-ed high school, that doesn't happen too often. We went through the entire regular season in our district undefeated, and we went to nationals. We got pretty handily beaten in all but one of our matches at nationals, but to just to be around that environment of really, really good players, maybe not at the national level, but certainly within the school and within the district, was extremely motivating for me. And it's an experience and it's a time of my life I'll never forget. And I tell you what, moving forward in life, this moment now, this time of my life where I draw a line in the sand and say, right, my age is not going to hold me back anymore. I'm going to say yes to things. I'm going to challenge myself. I know that I will remember for the rest of my life these moments that I'm experiencing right now. So all I really want for this channel is to document my journey, keep myself accountable, achieve things that seem impossible, and hopefully motivate or inspire at least one person out there to do the same. So I come to you, I've finished my week of work, I'm excited for the weekend, but I think I'm just gonna have to pull back a wee bit on my training. You see, immediately after finishing those 10-50 meter sprints, I got in my car and my lower back on the left side did start to give me a little bit of trouble. And sadly, my job is very sedentary. I sit at a desk all day. And so, after an hour and a half of sitting down, I'd get up and I would feel my back and I would feel my calves. And then I'd walk around for 2-3 minutes and things would sort of start to go away. And then I'd sit back down in my chair because I got no choice. And then it would happen all over again. So I had to monitor that throughout the day. But I'm happy to say that I did decide to go to the gym after work. I did some shoulders, which I was able to sit down for and support my back in that way. And then I went on the Stairmaster. And I didn't know whether that would, help me or hinder me. But after 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, I can say that the pain in my back actually went away. And I believe that's probably got something to do with my glutes, working and having that blood circulating around the area. And it's I don't know whether it's sort of pulled a bit of that pressure away from the lower back, or what it's done. But either way, I stepped off the Stairmaster with, you know, a few calories burnt, another, you know, 20-minute workout in the bag, and less pain than when I got on that machine. So I've come home, I've had a shower, dinner's ready, I'm about to eat, but I did just want to, I guess, give my thoughts after my second sprinting session and my first proper, you know, timed and just, I guess, sticking to a plan type session. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed sticking to a plan. I enjoyed sticking to a particular rest time. Basically, the way it worked was a sprint or a roll into a sprint. The total run probably took around about 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds all up. And then I would use the remainder of the 3 minutes to rest, get back to the start line and go again. So it was a 30-minute workout in total, including a 10-minute warm-up to start. And I was able to complete with relatively good levels of recovery between 10, 50-meter sprints. And for that, I'm really, you know, I'm proud, I'm happy. I got through it without injuring myself, somewhat. And basically, you know, I was chomping at the bit. I wanted to go back down there immediately after my first session, but I had to wait for Wednesday. I had to wait for Thursday. I really wanted to go Thursday afternoon, but my calves were still giving me trouble, and I thought, no, another day is going to benefit you. And so I put it off for another day, but I couldn't wait until the afternoon. I couldn't wait till this evening. I had to get down there this morning, and I'm really glad I did. But I am just going to have to monitor it. And, you know, some of the comments that have come through the channel obviously have supported what I'm doing. They are interested in my journey. They've given me some training plans. They've given me some advice. And one of the big pieces of advice is just take it easy, man. Don't try and do everything at once. The last thing you want to do is injure yourself. Take it easy. You've got time. You might think it's all over at 34, but you've got time. And that's a sentiment I'm going to continue. So, with that said, I would say the next time I head down to the track is probably going to be in about 4 or 5 days. So tonight's Friday, we've got Saturday, Sunday. I'll just do some light work in the gym. Monday, and I think I might just assess where I'm at Monday night. And if I feel good enough, I may go down on Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. And my next workout is going to go for some longer distances. I'm going to go for some 400s. I don't know exactly how fast I'm going to go. I don't know how slow I'm going to go. I don't know how it's going to feel. I don't exactly know how much recovery I'm going to give myself. But I think with a 400 going at, you know, 70 to 80%, I feel like a recovery time of at least 4 to 5 minutes is going to be sufficient. So with that said, I reckon I'm probably going to do, you know, five 400s in a time of between, I'd say, 110 and 130, and then give yourself, you know, another 4 minutes after that. So each round, including the run and the recovery, is going to be something like 6 minutes. So with that in mind, 5 lots of 400 meters plus recovery, 6 minutes each, that's about half an hour. That's a good workout. I can start with that. You know, my heart wants to go 10, you know, 10 400s, 20 400s, fucking just go all day. But my head is telling me no, slow down. You've got time. You want to make, you know, you want to make more videos for this YouTube channel, so let's just take it easy. But to have these first 2 sprinting sessions in the bag fills me with joy. It fills me with, you know, excitement for the future. And to have 5 videos on this channel now is epic, because just a short week ago I'd been putting it off, and I made that first video. And I didn't know I didn't know that I was going to be making these videos just a week on, but that first one was the most important one, and that's the title of that video, and that video will always be the first video on this channel. So whoever comes to this channel, wherever you're from, you know, whatever year you are here in, it's 2025 at the moment, but that video will always be number one, and it will always have the message that I wanted to portray, which is you just got to start. You just got to start. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. You've just got to start. And when we're talking about videos, when we're talking about a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter what kind of camera you've got. It doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. It doesn't matter about transitions, edits, fancy stuff. If you've got a message to share, share it as soon as possible. Put it out there. And in time, hopefully, you will gain an audience. Some will love you, some will hate you, but as long as you're always yourself, your genuine self, as long as you're willing to be vulnerable at times, as long as you've got a message to share that you believe in, it's worth it. And over time you will gain an audience, and over time you will create a platform which will then allow you to share even more messages to even more people. This is the good side of social media. There's a bad side, and it's a side that has caused me to compare myself to other people, which is a theme of this channel. It's stopping those types of thought patterns. No more comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy, and I'm done with it. I am me, you are you, we're all on our own journey. I'm 34, you know what I mean? I'm 34. It's come round like that. I feel like I was, you know, I feel like I was 24 yesterday. I really do. So, you know, the time is now. I really don't have anything, you know, else to say right now. I feel like give me another 4 or 5 days. The next time you see me, we'll be down at the track for some 400s, and by then, hopefully, I've thought of something else to say. Because at the moment, I'm kind of running on empty. I'm scraping the barrel right now, and I don't want to be here for too long. I don't want to, you know, overstay my welcome. But I really want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for the support thus far. Age is just a number. Let's build this community. Let's set goals and fucking smash them. That's what 2025 is about for me. 60 seconds for the 400. Is it possible? Oh, I don't know. I can't tell you. But as soon as I believe it's possible, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to let you know. And then we'll do it. And then we'll do it. And hey, if it doesn't happen, at least I tried. But that's not the attitude I've got. I believe it's possible. I believe with the proper preparation, it will be possible. But at this very moment, I mean, you got to have faith. I've got faith. Anyways, guys, that is enough from me. It is Friday, the 16th of May, 2025. I bid you farewell. Have a great night, a great morning, a great day, wherever you're tuning in from. Be kind to yourself. And I'll see you next week.